What's going on? My name is Twxll. We're here at Rising Vibes, and today we're speaking with TCSpades.
Yes, sir. What's up, man? We here.
All right, so this is the man behind Rising Vibes. He's the CEO. You know, he's running the show behind the scenes, making all the things possible. So we are in Brampton, and you wear Brampton on your back when a lot of people maybe make fun of it or say whatever they want to say about Brampton. So why is celebrating Brampton important to you?
That's a good one. To be honest, like when I just got into music, like in general, I was like, okay, I need to have a reason. I'm not just gonna like make tracks just to like be sick, you know? So I was like, okay, for me and what makes the most sense to me, just how music affected me, I was like, I want to be able to be an inspiration and like create opportunities for like the black kids, like the kids in the suburbs, like just creatives in general within GTA. Because it was like there was once upon a time where I was just on YouTube, just like looking up like Z Pride or Devin Tracy and like certain mans, and I'm like, yeah, even like Tory Lanez or whatever. I'm like, yo, these guys are spitting, and it's like, you know, like Lil Wayne and all these people, and then you know just the locals, and it was like a divide at the time. But even for me as like a kid consuming, there was a divide between the people from the city and myself. So just to be able to, I guess, like serve the same purpose for anybody who might be just like, I don't know, looking for inspiration or something. To do that, that's really the core of it. So it was easy to start with Brampton. Obviously the city's been supporting, putting all this together and meeting us with the right resources. So yeah, it just came together and it worked out beautifully.
Fire. Out of all of the achievements and accomplishments you've done a lot of things with camera work to artistry and event planning and programming and all these different things. If you had to pick one, what would you say is your greatest achievement?
Damn. To narrow it down to like one out of everything? Ooh, that's a hard one. I guess, and it's like in previous interviews, I'm sure people have said it's an easy answer. But I'd say the festival, to be honest, because the festival was an idea that I held for like 2 years basically. So like 2020 was Clubhouse, and like just like obviously everyone was inside, so I had a lot of time to kind of work on ideas and figure some stuff out business wise. And because of Clubhouse, I was seeing just how like the music community in Atlanta or in or in Los Angeles or New York, like so much just knowledge and experience being shared. And it's like Michael made it. It's talking about how he ran into Sunny Digital at this store just because that's how Atlanta's set up, right? I was like, where is this for Toronto? So that led me to kind of wanting to do the festival. So I pitched it like a couple years before. It's okay, guys. I pitched it in 2021, and that was initially when the city was like, we love the idea, but we just don't have like, we're not in that stage yet. But we can start you off at the showcase, which is why we're here. So that whole process of just like putting all this research together and then bringing it to the table, and then them giving me an opportunity, and you know, me and everyone who's involved just like showing what we were capable of. That then opened up the door for the festival, and now we're going into the year 2 basically. So it's like, that was like the real big like seed that kind of started really sprouting things.
It's dope. And to see like the hard work and persistence throughout just that, we're in like, it's like 4 years now.
Basically.
That 4-year journey.
Bro, it's like what started as just me trying to like get that stuff popping, and like, oh, like I got friends who are very talented, so like, you know, I believe like if I can get that opportunity, these other people gotta shine too. And like to see, especially the team kind of come together and get so solid, and like everyone bring their own energy and like just passion to what's happening around just all of it too. Like I'm really appreciative of it because it's kind of crazy. I'm like running up and down, and everyone's like just legit like here to do something that's important to this basically.
Exactly.
Like, it's beautiful.
Dope. Yeah, I love the community you created. Even in the last interview that we had, everyone was talking about like the community you created and those opportunities, and you can bring those moments to people.
Facts.
So if you were to speak, if you can go in like some time traveling machine and talk to the young TC who's maybe just picking up the camera for the first time, or just picking up the mic for the first time, or something like that, what advice would you give them?
Damn. I remember this one interview where someone was like, they wouldn't say anything to not mess up the whole time thing.
I'm watching all those timeline things. It probably mess up a lot of things.
That's what I wake up to dystopia. Just whatever. Nah. But that aside, if I could say something without impacting the time, I would probably say just keep going. Because it was, like I first started just messing around with music in high school. And mind you, I was in media, so it's not even like I was in a music program. I'm like, I can't sing. Like, you know, I was so far from that. But just the genuine interest and like curiosity and having fun with it was what really like kind of pushed me and drove me, like kept doing it for all those years, and then got into the industry as a videographer and whatnot. But I always just did it for fun. So just because I had that like place to pour from, like that was what I guess got me to here today. So I tell myself, keep going, like just keep that curiosity.
So you do a lot of things. We know that coming up is festival number 2.
Yes, sir.
But musically, as TC the artist, what are your goals for 2024?
Excuse me. My goals for 2024 are to get out this music that I've been sitting on so damn long. Yeah, I need to get like these music videos together and just like the rollout and all the business behind it. Excuse me. But as I like to tease in a lot of my shows, I got some bops. So I'm like, yo, like just to like have this out there and have like everybody like really enjoy it, that's definitely a goal. And then just leveling up what we've already built up for 3-4 years.
For sure.
Yeah, trying to bring like this showcase, especially outside of Brampton, to Toronto.
Yeah.
Not to like not bring it back to Brampton, but to be able to expand and have like multiple ones going on like throughout, you know. And then just draw it all back to the festival and turn that shit up. I don't know if I should curse on my own.
I mean, you're editing. And final question. So again, you know, you're doing a lot of things, and everything seems to be successful. How do you balance all your mediums?
Honestly, it just comes down to like whatever the situation calls for. I've always kind of been a person to try and just like play the role. So especially when I was a videographer, when I first like met the homie Trezor and like just other dope people in my life, just being able to like to work with someone that you're cool with in whatever the project is one thing, but to be able to like I champion people, like I'm a fan of people, especially the homies, if we're doing something creative. So it's like if I have to take that backseat to give you 100% in that particular position, and that's that. So it's like, you know, I got the curator hat on right now, until I hop on stage, that's a different thing. And then photography, whatever. Like I just tap into whatever I do and just like dive into it fully to make sure that we're getting the best effort.
Fire. Well, thank you for coming on your own show.
Thank you guys for being here. That's what I'll say.
All right, and that was TC Spades.